Death's Head Press presents The Devoured and the Dead by Kristopher Rufty. Narrated by Maurice Mongrelle. Chapter 1. They ate the baby. Even all these years later, I am still haunted by the crunchy, smacking sounds their mouths made as they gobbled the cooked flesh, and how the huffs that sputtered through their noses turned to fog in the cold air. I probably shouldn't begin the narrative there. What an awful way to start. That's where my mind always goes first, whenever I allow it to remember what happened. Sure, there is more story to tell leading up that moment, but it hardly seems important to the story that follows. That's where it really began for me. Maybe some brief backstory would suffice. I've only recounted the story a few times before, all details intact. But those early sections are graying. Soon they will be black. My mind does that now, it seems. Shuts down for periods of time, and when it comes back, there are these blank spaces where a memory used to be. But the smell of the baby's meat, roasting over the fire, blending with the frozen scent of the ice and snow-drenched forest around us, remains a vivid nightmare that I cannot seem to lose in those dark spaces my mind creates. I remember the snow. I remember the blood. I remember the death. I remember the feeding. Perhaps that's not where this recollection should begin for you. I'm not an author. I have read books and have enjoyed them while trying to learn the craft. Maybe there is no craft. Maybe there is only the story and how it's told. How should I tell this one? Maybe you want to know who all was there before the story unfolds. That would most likely be crucial to your understanding the details of the rest. A story should introduce you to the people in it. This story should be no different. How else will you appreciate the calamity of those affected if you don't first know who they are? My name is William Billy Coburn, and it was the dead of winter in 1884. I was 11 years old when we were stranded deep in the dead heart of Mountain Rock, a scarcely populated and traveled precipitous area. There were 4 families, mine, the Coburns, which consisted of Mama, Claire, and Daddy, Abe, myself, and my sister, Lenora.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?